Hey guys, TC here. We're doing another review for you today. We're going to look at the Matilda 4. As you can see, this is one of the two Tier 5 Premium Matildas available in the game. There are two. There's the Matilda and there's the Matilda Black Prince, which is the British version, as you can see. Some similarities, some differences, obviously, as well. We'll go through those. And we'll have a look how it compares with the other Tier 5 Premium medium tanks available in the game. This is the Soviet Matilda, so this is a Lend-Lease tank as it was called. Now when the Soviets got it, they weren't too keen on the weedy 2-pounder gun that this came with, and decided that it would do better with a bigger gun. So they fitted one of the 76mm guns. However, as you'll know from our previous review on the Matilda has a very low alpha, rapid firing, reasonably accurate little gun. This doesn't. This has a very typical Russian gun. Its 86mm penetration is not fantastic. It's one of the reasons this tank gets preferential matchmaking. Now what that means is the highest tier you will see is +1, so tier 6s. And trust me, at tier 6 you will need to reach for the APCR on this. The penetration is just not sufficient for the tier 6 monsters you'll meet. The medium tanks, not a problem. The heavy tanks, problem. But there are some medium tanks, sorry, I shouldn't say that all medium tanks should be okay. You're going to struggle with some. But because of the amount of ammunition this carries, I would strongly suggest going 30-30 split on your Matilda 4 ammunition. So, you've got the standard Matilda speed, the standard Matilda armour, 75 all round on the turret, 75 on the front, on the whole, 70 at the side, and 55 at the rear. The Matilda, as we know, is a tough little tank, and these two premium versions do just suit that up a little bit, but they also lack a little bit. As you can see, I run my Object 140 crew in this. Yes, it is a filthy full female crew in this tank, so this is about as good as it's going to get. Vents, rammer and coated optics. My standard medium tank setup, I make no bones for that. Ammunition, as I said, I run half and half, premium APCR with standard AP. The penetration on this is, I struggle with it, and I like to think I'm a fairly good shot, but even I struggle with this. Big med kit, big repair kit, automatic fire extinguisher, as to be expected. You know, firepower rating of 132. It is a tier 5 premium. The shell doesn't have a huge amount of alpha damage. It does 110 on average. It's okay. It's okay. You know, 3.1 second reload time though, you can chuck the damage out really nicely. And again, if we compare what the crew and the vehicle does to the actual gun stats, you can see that the aim time, 1.7 seconds, is quite good. Mine's down to 1.57 because of the crew skills and the vents. 0.38 accuracy, starting to get towards an acceptable accuracy from the 0.41 that it comes with. So again, vents, BIA crew, snapshot, etc. These all make big differences to the crew, so really think carefully about setting up your tanks. A few people I know run a lane drive on this, which will obviously improve that aim time even further. But for terms of accuracy, you can't mount vertical stabilizers to my knowledge on this. We'll have a quick look. Yeah, no V-stabs available on this tank. So you do have to go with the optics. The vents is the only way you're really going to buff the actual dispersion. And as you can see, the gunner's proficiency, the BIA, and the improved vents really help that. You could run premium food, but obviously this is a tier 5 premium. You do need to consider your credit income quite carefully. But yeah, it's a good tank. It's a lot of fun to play. Again, it being a Matilda, mobility is not fantastic. It's slow. It turns very quickly, which is something that surprises a lot of people about the Matilda. It does turn rather rapidly. It's such a slow moving vehicle with such a low horsepower. You know, concealment factor is actually quite good. It's quite stealthy, surprisingly, but I think that's because it's so slow. And in my configuration, I get 408 meters of view range. Today's replay has actually been provided by BigBadGinges again. So again, thank you for Ginge for sharing this with us. If anybody else has got any replays, by the way, of tanks that I haven't yet reviewed, or you'd like me to showcase maybe to music or something like that, give me a shout, let me know, send us the what replay link. My email I think is on the About Us section. And I'll be more than happy to have a look at it and see what we can do for you. But the replay that Ginger sent in is absolutely amazing. It's a mastery tank game, and it also includes a medal which I don't have, and I'm slightly jealous of Ginger for this, with a Pools medal. Now, I've not fully watched this review, so I'm going to be going through this with you guys while we watch the review as well. But from face value, this is a pretty impressive review from gameplay from Ginge, so huge thumbs up to Ginge, well done mate, and thank you for sending this replay in to us. But that's the review of the tank. We're going to go into the replay next, so let's see what happens. Okay guys, here we go. This is BigBadGinges' replay on the Ents map. We'll speed up the replay a little bit. So, as you can see, he's got a really nice matchup here. 4 tier 5s on each of the teams. On our team we have a Churchill 3, an M7 and a T34 and Ginge. And on the opposition there, they have an OI Experimental, a Churchill 1, a Panzer 4H and the Crusader. And it's mounted tier 3s. So, let's see how Ginge goes. He's going to head for the middle here. Let's just increase the mini-map size as well. Type 91 appears to not be sure how to drive. And mini-map a little bit. That's about right, isn't it? That's how I have mini-map normally. So the OI Experimental has been spotted in a very unusual place there on the other side of the map. No doubt Ginge will get to him in a minute. He's heading into the middle here, which is a really nice position for the Matilda. There's plenty of walls to angle off, which is a really good idea. Panzer 4H gets the first kill there though with its dirt gun by the look of it. Ginge squeezes past the M2 medium. Looks like he's going full auto on this chap. He's got a Marder 38T to his left there, a Type 91 and another tank. But it looks like he's zoning in on this Panzer 4H. He's got his standard rounds loaded there. Okay, so he bounces the shot there, but he takes a shot in the rear. Ammo racks the Panzer 4H. We've got a Yui and a Type 91 there. He identifies the Yui as the danger because of the Yui's little gun. The Type 91 just seems to be bouncing ineffectively off him on firing HE now. So he starts to take out the Type 91. Good shot, good choice there, because the UB57, not many people know, has a very, very, very nasty little gun. There's a Churchill 1 there, but he looks like he's going to go for a tracking shot. Looks like he's tracked the Churchill 1. So he's just going to, it looks like he's bleeding him dry here. Team is getting capped by the OI Experimental. There's the Churchill 1. There's the Marder. Really nice gameplay so far, Ginge. He's up to 4 kills. Takes on the Covenza. Covenza inadvertently gets a kill there by Crusader, inadvertently gets an arse kill there by ramming that tank in the bay. The OI Experimental has come off cap. He's obviously feeling Billy Big Box here for running that tank of his own. Oh, here we go. Now you'll see the lack of penetration. So Ginge switched to his APCR here. Wants to guarantee these shots through the front of the Matilda. As I said, it's a very tough tank from the front, and unfortunately, it looks like he's using the howitzer. Very intriguing. He's keeping his APCR loaded. I would say he should have switched back to his AP, but I can understand why at this point. Bounces the shell there from the Hetzer. Can afford to take a hit from the Hetzer but he manages to shut the Hetzer down. He's still got his APCR loaded here. Personal preference, Ginge mate, I would have switched back to your AP. You don't need these APCR shells, but understandable, you are one of only 2 left against 3. That's his 8th kill. There's him and an M3 Lee left. The M3 Lee is probably going to get shut down now by the OI Experimental though. Yep, there we go. So he's on his own now against an artillery piece and an OI Experimental that's posturing for his top gun. Ginger's already got his top gun, he's on for his Fool's Medal. 8 kills would be enough for anybody, that would be a Radley Walters performance. I like the way Ginger here is trying to avoid going into the cap circle to give his position away to the artillery. Unfortunately though, you can't really get around the back of the cap circle there. So, scumbag spotted, there's 1 shot, and this should be enough to kill him. It does. So, OI has tried to thread a shot through the gap there and missed. I agree with Ginger's ammunition choice here. He switched to the OI's. He switched to APCR here for the OI. He wants to guarantee this kill. These 2 guys have had cracking games. The OI is going to come out virtually side on, I think. Bounces. And gets the shutdown kill. Oh no, sorry, he did pen with that first shot. So there you go, 10 kills. Ginger, that's a cracker, mate. Well done. Don't agree with some of the ammunition choices, I will be honest there. I think you could have switched back to your APCR sooner. However, a really strong game. As you can see, Matilda 4, top tier against tier 3s and 4s. It's a force to be reckoned with. Absolutely stunning. Really good congratulations on your Fool's Medal, mate. Let's have a look at your post-game results. Okay guys, let's have a look at Ginger's post-game results. As you can see, you got a Mastery Badge, a Bruiser, a Hand of God, Demolition Expert, Duelist, Fire for Effect, Shellproof. He earned 62,673 credits initially, with 9,711 XP. Those are big numbers for a Tier 5 Premium. And a Fool's Medal, which is one medal that everybody wants. I find it quite interesting. They give you a Fool's Medal, but they didn't give you a Radley Walters medal, because you've got to get a Radley Walters to then get a Fool's. But they give you a Top Gun. Quite intriguing. Steel Wall and High Caliber. Team score, as you can see, huge carry by Ginger, or almost double the next person's damage. 2,132 damage. That's really good going, Ginger. 10 kills. 1,471 base experience. Absolutely stonking game. Well done. In his detailed report, he fired 29 shots. He only missed 1, but of the 28, as you saw, 3 of them bounced. The low penetration on this gun does let it down, I'm afraid. There's nothing you can do about it. Received 17 hits, 7 penetrated, 10 didn't, which gave him 1,185 bounce. That's almost double the hit points of the vehicle, so really good use there. You know, he spotted 4, he killed 11, he damaged 11, and he killed 10. He virtually put a shot to almost every tank on the opposition there. So a really strong game. And shows what can happen in a very short period of time. So of his 62,673 credits, 1,165 was to repair the vehicle. Quite cheap repair cost down here at Tier 5. The premium shells did cost him though, and it added up to 27,408, so he did still walk away with 34,100 credits with a premium account. So a really good result in a Tier 5 premium, and you can see why people want to grind credits in Tier 5s. It's a really nice fun tier to play. The Matilda 4 isn't an expensive tank, nor is the Matilda Black Prince, and they both work fantastically well. His XP there, as you can see, for his premium account was 2,206, 109 free. It was a ×3, and because it's a premium vehicle, he does get a further 883 experience at top, so 9,711 with 330 free XP created. It's a huge chunk of XP there. Huge thanks to James for sending in that replay. That's a really good, strong game there. Well deserved. I'll give it a thumbs up, guys. If you find it, I'd definitely suggest giving it a thumbs up. It's a great game. Thank you very much for watching the replay, guys. Again, I would say, have a look at the Matilda in the premium shop. It's not an expensive tank. It doesn't come in any daft bundles or anything like that. It's, it is what it is. It's an unassuming little Tier 5 premium tank. It's not expensive. It's £6.21 in my local currency. It's premium matchmaking, much like the Excelsior, the Matilda Black Prince, and the Churchill 3. You know, you saw how Ginge has his set up, you saw how I set mine up. I wouldn't recommend carrying any HE, I don't think there's any viability for this gun, but it's your call. And I think it's a good way forward. It's a nice little starter premium type for people, and it's not, you don't get too brutal a matchmaking. Be careful if you do choose the Panzerkampfwagen T25 or the Type 3 Chinukai. These do not get preferential matchmaking, and as a result, you will see tier 7s with these tanks. So just bear that in mind if you're a new player, okay? Anyway, enough of me going on about that. Ginge, thanks for the replay. Thank you very much, dude. That was an awesome game to spectate and comment on for you. Matilda 4, yeah, well worth it. If you're playing the Russian mediums and you're going that way, really nice tank and a really good true trainer. And as Ginger's demonstrated, really nice credit on as well. Anyway, guys, hopefully you'll click that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next time. See you later.